If there's bubbles. Wasn't remember to go to my quest objective. Oh, I just killed you for nothing. I'm sorry, dude. I'm so. I thought you were gonna give me stuff. My bad.
Matharu, another survivor. Are there any more?
Nope. I didn't leave any survivors with some edge.
I suppose that's a little bit of kindness from fate. May those still trapped inside rest peacefully.
What?
The well was a beautiful dream, an end to death, a cure to tragedy. It would have made war pointless. It could have saved the world. We should have known it was too good to exist. Now our friends have paid the price.
I mean, this game is making a lot of assumptions about
Who
death.
Who knows why the Tuatha hate mortals? Who knows why the Fae do half the things they do?
Okay.
For Morris Hughes was one of the greatest minds of our generation. The Well of Souls was a dream that was almost too good to come true. This was supposed to be a nice isolated grove. So much for that. Stay safe.
Hey.
We'll be moving soon.
Remy?
Another survivor? But I've never seen you in the tower. Were you one of the professor's assistants in the downstairs projects? Did he escape with you? That sounds like him. Professor Hughes was very thoughtful.
All the time.
I mean, he is very thoughtful. I'm sure he found a way to get out. He
Dude,
must have.
that's hard denial, bruh.
Brilliant idea, the Well of Souls. Plucks dead people out of the ether, rebuilds their body, and brings them back to life. At least that's what it was supposed to do. Guess we'll never know if it worked now.
Well, but that... I'm sure that breaks
I
some
just don't
rules of
understand the
this
Tuatha.
world.
I mean, most Fae aren't violent. The wild ones can be, but no more than any forest animal. But the Tuatha are some sort of cult among the Winter Fae. Before they invaded Erethel, no one could have imagined the Fae ever marching to war. We all knew Fomerus was a genius, but I'll admit, even I had my doubts about him being able to bring the dead back to life. Guess the Tuatha weren't very pleased that it worked. Oh, you mean Agarth? He visits Hughes every once in a while. I never could figure out why they got along. He's friendly enough, if a bit odd.
Oh,
You should be able to find him in Gorhart, just down the road, past the ruins. You can't miss it. Alistar is remote enough that we don't get a lot of visitors. And with our research, fewer visitors means fewer questions. We should be safe here in this far west.
I saw you fighting there. We could have used more of you. Did they really have a troll? Not
It was
for
no
you,
problem.
maybe. But I lost good soldiers in there. They were battle-hardened and wielding the best Tedescan steel.
can I have...
How could you do better than them with just rags and rubbish?
Kind of cringe. Yeah, like...
The well was incredible. But it took armloads of Prismere crystals to keep the thing active. That's why we built it so close to the Stone Candle mines.
Oh, there
We
was a...
even put in a few
okay.
tunnels to deliver the crystals directly into the well. I told them it wasn't safe. Looks like I was right. Again.
Are these guys supposed to be dwarves in this world?
I never did trust Fae to begin with. Well, those Twatha are the worst sort. They waged some sort of holy war against humans and Alpha for years now. But the front's all the way out east. What are they doing out here? How did they know about this place? They're technically a type of wild Fae. Related to the Fae of the summer and winter courts, actually. Dangerous enough in the wild. The Twatha also use them in their army. Hugh's ran off, you say? I wouldn't worry too much. The old man's tougher than he looks. And he's always got a plan.
Okay, maybe he did survive.
Fate weavers?
But keep.
Charlatans. You swears by them. But I'll be damned if I trust my future to some cards. We started building.
Can you
here
stop
when
dying
we
in the
found
background, please?
Prismeer in the mines nearby. Never thought we'd see Twatha this far out west, though.
Right, this moaning in my ear is not
Look out there.
cool. Shut the fuck up, please. What? How much inventory do I have? Okay. Oh, that's gonna be a pain in the ass. Okay, I guess I failed. The bear, no. Ow. Got him.
You! I remember you. You're the one? How did you come back?
Oh no,
How
I'm gonna
did
have
you
to tell him
find
that
me
his
here?
friend is dead.
No, I had no idea anything like that would happen. The Well of Souls is bigger than one gnome's pet project.
Other gnomes, okay.
My employer pays for information about its progress. I just send the reports to make some money on the side. I never wanted anyone to get hurt.
I want to know.
I promise you, if I knew who it was, I'd tell you. Sharing research is one thing, but academic sabotage is a crime. I don't have... Okay, here. It's all I've got, plus what I got paid for the information. I don't want any part of this. I'm going home to Odessa.
Okay. Agents found. Okay, so the alchemy increases. Okay, okay, okay. I see. I see. What was that thing? Time to explode and attract attention of surrounding enemies. Okay, so that's just to pull more. Status effect. Oh, health regen pog. Oh. I have a feeling that eventually I will be able to harvest something off of those, because otherwise why are you letting me just fucking bonk them. Oh, are those wolves? Okay. I'm sorry. Oh. That guy just... Okay. Someone just avoided me? Like, nah. Far away from aggro. For real, can we not have that fucking flashing? Actually, I might be able to change that. Okay, hold up. Option. If we dip the fucking brightness. Oh well. Repair kit. Holy shit, that a wolf was eating some weird shit then. Hello. Okay, so it's loading. Where else? I mean, I'm down to go in there, but maybe there's a quest giver out here that is like, oh, go to the mines and do something. Also, I'm hoping and assuming that these things eventually respawn. The reagents and shit. Can like fucking farm a little bit. Guy with beard. Up.
You've come from the tower, haven't you? Name's Agarth. Maybe you can help an old Fate Weaver, eh? Fate Weavers look at the great tapestry of fate. The threads will tell us how a life will unfold. But knowing the future and being able to change it are two very different things. Trust me, I've known that for a long time. Nobody can change fate. Poor old Fomerus Hughes. He respected the way the world works. It's a shame. He'll be dead by now.
Oh.
When he started his experiments here, he asked me if they'd ever be successful. The cards told me that the Well of Souls would work, but its success would come on the day that Hughes was to die. The old man took it pretty well, honestly. Although we did a lot of drinking after that. You really don't know much, do you?
No.
A Fate Weaver taps into the threads of fate and channels that energy through a focus. My order prefers cards. The cards are unique to each Fate Weaver, since we all see the weave differently. I suppose I could spare a little help in memory of Hughes, or in celebration of his success. Whichever.
Oh, Pog. Thank you.
You're the one. Then that means it all makes sense now. The cards this morning. I drew the Gravedigger, the Running Man, and the Beast. Prepare
Yes,
yourself.
of course.
They're coming.
Okay. I assume you're gonna...
Must be stopped.
no, the fucking flashing is still there. Oh, there's more fog. More grid increase your speed and attack bar. What the fuck does that mean? Oh, okay. Alright. Fuck him up. Alright. Nobody has anything else. Hold up, dude, I'm looting.
What? How? What are you?
What the fuck is
The
that?
threads of fate. I've seen them before, but I've never seen anyone manipulate them like that. You just changed how the world was supposed to work. How did you do that? You just... Fate is the will of the gods. No mortal should be able to change it. How is that even possible?
Are you so mad,
Come
dude?
here. I'm going to do a reading. You might be able to change the threads, but fate will still have a plan for you. I promise not to tell you if I see your death. It's a gift. Some people paint landscapes, other people write poetry. I peer into the weave of fate's tapestry and see people's deaths.
Well,
that would be my guess. He was an academic, but he had a proper respect for fate's plan, unlike most gnomes. That's fine, but you don't have to. But I can see that you're nervous. Relax.
so is that
This is what fate
that
leaders
like
do.
icon on the
I'll
bottom
be
right
seeing
do
your
something? Or?
thread in the weave of fate. Who you are, what you've done, where your path takes you. Or at least, I should be. You're real, right? I swear I haven't had that much. Fate's weave is always hard to see. It's in motion, hard to make out, but undeniably there. Yours is just missing. This doesn't make sense. All mortal creatures have a place in the pattern. You should have one too, dead or not. If this is true, and I'm not saying I believe it, then your path is yours to determine.
Hey, no predetermination, PogChamp. What? Oh. Interesting. Oh, you can everything it? Ah. I need to eventually get 6/6. Okay. Yeah, that sounds cool. That looks really cool. Just the everything. Oh, it's just like a fucking cool. About to do. Critical hit versus panic. Places dodge. Critical hits versus armor. Yeah, that sounds fucking cool. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that.
I can see the threads around you, but they're shifting, changing so rapidly.
That's a cool
I can't
concept.
make sense of them. Normally, the threads would guide my hand to the cards, and I'd use those cards to see your pattern in the weave. But it just didn't happen. They wouldn't focus. So either there's something wrong with me, and there isn't, or there's something very wrong with you. It could mean nothing. Or it could mean everything. The world is changing. You might be a sign of that. Or maybe the cause. I've never had a reason to doubt my own readings. But we should consult with Arden. He's not a friend, but he's got a good eye for the tapestry. I'll meet you at his home to the east. I'm going to see if I can be of any help to the wounded at the tower.
Okay, let me go get some water real quick. I will be back. Don't. Also, yes, this game is much better on controller. Dude, I've been meaning to dive into an RPG like this. Been a while.
The Tuatha aren't like any Fae I've ever known. They're cruel, bloodthirsty, and savage. Why, they're practically human. Hughes was always an odd one. Curious and determined as any of his kind, sure. He never shut up about his work. But he always knew what was important. He didn't worry about dying as long as he knew he'd get the well working. The Fate Weavers were once a great, unified order of sages from all the mortal races. We foretold the destinies of kings and gods. But that power takes a toll. Nobody likes bad news. And all the news in the world is getting worse. The Order splintered long ago. Now the old traditions are all but lost. And all I foretell is the fate of my beer. And I see it being empty soon. We are all threads in the tapestry of fate, measured, woven, and cut according to a great plan. Fate Weavers undertake the task of reading those threads. Our title always was a bitter lie, since we have no control over how that tapestry is woven. But you do. And when a Fate Weaver looks at your place in the weave, we see only the shapes of what you may choose to become.
Okay. I was gonna say, is this like fucking Wanted? Oh, Wanted.
You can find Arden's little cottage in the middle of Joven. Had to move there when he got run out of town. He's a damned good Fate Weaver, but that doesn't make you very popular. Especially not in dark days like these. Once I was Agarth the Unyielding, the Blade of Avgrum. I wrestled the Colossus Priestess and declined knighthood by the High King of the Fae. I was a hero of men, but that wasn't enough for me. I joined the Fate Weavers, hoping to find a way to conquer destiny itself. Turns out fate is the one thing I couldn't fight. That's just it. I don't know if you've got one. But that's why we're going to see Arden. He lives in a little hut to the east in Yulven. I'll meet you there. What could this all mean?
Yeah, the sprint mechanic is a little weird sometimes. So, like, stop sprint. Okay, not for no reason. Move a little to the left, it like what? Running? That.